Hey everybody, this is episode 1 of Google Business Profile for your moving company. And in today's video, I want to show you, sorry, I'm just drinking my Olipop here. I want to show you my Google Business Profile and where I'm ranking locally. And I'm using this software today called G-Track. I'm using the free version and you can get started. You can sign up for it and put in your information and it'll show you exactly where you're ranking, right? So, what I found is right now I am doing really, really well for my local area, but I need to expand in neighboring areas, right? So, I'm number one in these certain areas, right? And honestly, I didn't know that you could even do this with Google Business Profile, so I'm learning. But I'm seeing that I'm like number two over here, number two, number three, right? So I have a good little area circle, right? But it's funny because I've gotten jobs out here where I'm 20 plus, so you still can show up, right? But the goal is to get everything to be one, right? That's the goal. That's the main goal, and that's what this channel is going to be about, and I'm going to show you how I get there and document the journey. So I just want to share a couple of things that have worked for me and show you how I was able to do this. So um the first thing that I did was the most important thing that I did when I started out, I believe, and this was the thing that probably helped me the most, was I was collecting reviews really, really early on. So I was basically, even before I was an official licensed and insured moving company, I did a lot of labor only jobs, and I used to load up pods and things like that. I worked on different platforms like TaskRabbit, and I collected a lot of reviews early on. So, the first thing I ever did was I made a profile a long time ago, and I was collecting reviews slowly. There was a time when I dropped off and I stopped collecting those reviews, right? Like I collected some just to build up like proof that I'm a moving company and have some reviews, right? But the number one thing looking back that I did that was good and that I would recommend you do is to be really, really consistent with getting Google reviews, right? Um, if you look through my reviews, you could probably see that there was a time period when I was collecting reviews, and then there was like time periods where it just kind of dropped off, and I stopped looking for reviews and stopped asking for reviews. So that's one thing I want to recommend to you is just get reviews, get them as often as possible. Um, because it's gonna help. Anytime you get reviews and you collect them, you're going to start, ranking and start showing up. Another thing that I did for my Google business profile, and if you don't have one of these profiles, you should start and set it up. Is I started posting more often. So you can come in here, and these are all the posts that I've created recently, right? Like you see, like 4 years ago was when I made my first post, and then I didn't do anything for a really long time, right? So that ultimately didn't help me out. But at the same time, I wasn't really a licensed and insured moving company. I was just doing loading and unloading jobs, like loading pods, right? Now that that's changed, now I'm posting weekly and almost daily. I'm trying to post daily now, right? So all you really have to do when you do this, which is the most important thing, is just add a post, right? Drop an image and then just put in the description of whatever you're doing. And you want to sometimes use this thing. It's like you want to put here the keywords. So you can say like we moved today we moved some boxes in XYZ neighborhood, right? Whatever XYZ neighborhood you put in here, my theory is that if you put in like for instance, this area is called Murray Hill. If I put in today we moved some boxes in Murray Hill and I keep posting that, eventually I should start showing up, right? Because I have proof that I'm in that area, right? I'm proving to Google that I service that area. So that's what I would want you to do as well. Now, the most important thing that I learned, which, oh my gosh, you should do this, is you need to turn on your location services when on your camera. So basically, when you take a photo and you have these services on, when you could see where the photo was taken, and that is what you really need. You need you need to have location, geotag data information, location information on your photos. So basically, Google is like, okay, this person has uploaded a picture of some boxes in X, Y, and Z neighborhood, right? So you need to turn this thing on your phone, so then it helps Google determine where you are, where you go out to service, and it just shows that you're outside and you're working constantly in different areas. So that's really, really important too. The most important thing that you have to do is make sure that feature is on, right? Make sure your phone is capturing your location when you're taking photos, and then you upload those same photos here. So that is what I need you to do. Um, that's yeah, that's what I really need you to do. Another thing I need you to do, which is going to be very helpful, is when you ask for reviews, right? You want to tell people, right? You want people to put in the reviews like the area that you help them move into. So if somebody said, we hired two really, really great movers, and they helped move our one bedroom apartment house from New Jersey to New York, right? Some of the key words are going to be New Jersey to New York, right? So the location in your reviews is going to be helpful as well. That's another thing that I learned. So, um I'm obviously I'm obviously learning how to use this, right? But those two things are the most important things that I want you to do. I'm going to continue documenting this journey so you can follow along and see all the other things that I'm going to do to rank, right? This is where we are today. And hopefully, in 6 months, we're going to be number one everywhere. That's our goal, is to show up all over the place, right? We want to be number one everywhere in the sea of just competitors and other moving companies. So if you found this video helpful, please subscribe, and I hope that you got some value out of this video today.